kill a few of them. There's no growing man that ever advocate, even jokingly, have people killed.
Yeah.
But he won't put that in there about himself.
I better fuel up before it's.
Oh. Gonna load up, tank up, huh?
Yeah.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
How are you?
How much lead time do you need for me to make an appointment about my papers?
Whenever you want to do it, we'll make time for you.
No, I'll probably wait till right around the first week of the year,
Okay.
New Year, I mean, yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Get the maximum.
Yeah. Okay.
All $10, huh?
Oh, no, it's been done.
I know that.
Well, Cindy printed one out that was the year before. This would have been about for 18, I think, or whatever, but it was, I could take this much and so much a month. I got this much, so much a month, or this much, so much a month. I mean, so it's not chump change.
Yeah.
You don't buy me coffee.
Sure. Morning, Greg.
Oh, great.
Ladies.
Good morning. How
Morning.
are you?
Morning.
Trust all had good Thanksgiving. Didn't eat too much.
Yeah.
Say that.
Yeah. It's tough, we stay in town, so then you have all the same amount of food, but fewer people.
Yeah. Oh, it's time for our meeting, 8:30, Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, good morning, everybody. Nice Monday morning. Everybody has had their full of whatever they had, turkey or whatever they've had, so for Thanksgiving, so here we go. Julie, your turn. Anxious to hear
Morning.
what you have to say.
Okay, I just have a quick update. I don't have updated numbers yet from the weekend, but as of Friday, Riley County had 3,564 total positives with 436 active cases and 3,113 recovered cases. We did unfortunately have another death last week. This was an 87-year-old female who passed away on the 24th. She was a resident of Leonardville Nursing Home. Our condolences to her family and friends. We are currently following 12 outbreaks in the county, and the week prior to last, we were at a 16% positive rate. That's very consistent with the week before that. We were about 16.1% the week before that. I did get information from Bob this morning. We currently have 10 positive patients being cared for at the hospital, one of them in the ICU, and we have 2 PUIs, both in the ICU. We did have close to 1,500 people come through the 2 free testing events in Seco Park the week before Thanksgiving. All of those results are in, and about 15% tested positive. We are offering another free testing event this Thursday, the 3rd, from 11 to 1 and 5 to 7 at Seco Park Barns. We will host these weekly on Thursdays throughout December. We are looking at some other testing capabilities to be available free to the community. So hopefully in the next week or 2, we'll have those available as well. We are still manning the screening line Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We get about 40 to 50 calls a day. That's kind of what we saw last week, and that is up from the week prior. We are also getting quite a few emails to our Gmail account, mostly about testing results from the free testing clinics, and others are general concerns. And I believe that's all. We are having a command staff meeting this morning to talk more about planning for the vaccine. That's been at the forefront on everyone's mind. So we're hopefully going to see that vaccine before Christmas. So we're planning for that, at least the first doses before Christmas. Any questions on any of that?
I don't have any. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Dave, did you have anything?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Like John's ready for commission comments.
Oh, yeah, we'll get him there. Did you have something? I think she might have.
Yeah.
Okay.
morning.
Good morning.
Deanne Burrow on behalf of the REACH Committee. I would like to present an Employee of the Month for you for December. Mary.
Actually, just stepped out.
Oh, step out. Mary stepped out. I
Oh,
thought she was gonna stick around.
Oh,
Well,
Do you want me to go and then?
no, I'm gonna nominate Mary. I'll read you her nomination and we'll catch up with her. I know I have a recent picture. You heard of
yes.
her last month for Employee of the Year. So this nomination reads, I nominate Mary Hobbs from the IT department. My reasons are, over the last several months, our department transitioned our in-person Becoming a Mom class to a virtual Zoom class. Mary has not only been very kind, but extremely helpful in making this transition as smooth as possible. Some of our staff had little to no experience with Zoom, and Mary's always willing to answer questions. Through numerous meetings and phone calls, she helped us work out all the technical snags, went above and beyond offering staff opportunity to practice having a class with her and ensure we are comfortable using Zoom. I really appreciate her patience and knowledge, and this is submitted by Danielle Toothman from the Health Department.
Well, thank you.
And we'll catch up with her later
Yes,
and
she
get
probably
her
went,
certificate.
back to her
She
office.
probably did. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
yeah, thank you.
Elizabeth, you have some?
Sir, yes. Okay, Elizabeth Ford from Human Resources. And I just wanted to discuss really briefly about the department head evaluations. So I'm starting to plan the evaluations for the commissioners, for the department heads. We have 11, and I'm trying to figure out if you guys would rather, what your preference is. Would you rather do these on 3 days for 2 hours? Would you rather condense it down to 2 separate days for 3 hours apiece? And I'm assuming you want to do them the way that we've done them in the past with like a printout, and then you'll work on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have the electronic option, but it would be tedious with the 3, I think. So I don't know what preference is, and Commissioner Ford, I don't know if you have a preference.
Since last year was my first year, I actually liked what we did. We did those kind of, executive sessions in the actual meeting, and then maybe we had one afterwards, so we don't have to stretch too far into the afternoons.
Yeah, I think so. I've been working with Cindy, and she gave me kind of the agenda of what we've done at least the last couple of years like that. And so we were looking at just whether or not you want, 2 really long days or put in 3 days that are a little less long.
I think 3 days. I'm for 3 days. What would you?
Well, yeah, I'd see what our if like today, if, the meetings are short, I'd go ahead and fill out till noon, and then if we have to do 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
We can do that, yeah.
Yeah, and then we've got, I think the 10th will be out, 10th of December, but the 17th is the city county meeting, and the 10th you have a legal conference. But other than that, are you okay doing that after the city council meeting or the city county meeting, excuse me?
Yeah, that's generally at 4.
Yeah, so we do it beforehand,
Yeah,
and then you'd come,
yeah.
would that work out? Is that too long of a day? So we'll schedule some then, and then we'll schedule around that. Okay, anything else that you'd like to see done differently, or any other input you have just preparing for it?
Not a problem.
Okay, all right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Did you have some comment? No, okay. Nothing from Greg? Okay, that's good. Well, Commissioner comments, Commissioner Ford.
Good morning, everybody, from a snowy Hardin County, Kentucky. I hope everybody had a wonderful and safe Thanksgiving holiday. I'm tired of leftovers myself at this particular point in time, so I won't be eating turkey for a while. I hope everybody had the opportunity on Saturday to do something local, shop local, whether it was in store or at least online. Very, very important, obviously. Going all the way back to Monday, it seems like a long time ago now. Sat in on the intergovernmental meeting. Once again, it's always good to catch up with everybody and just see where everybody's at here locally as we move along the rest of the year here. Also on Monday, I sat in on the latest Monday community leaders Zoom meeting in regards to the COVID response here locally. Talked a little bit about testing, had an update on numbers, and discussed future vaccine efforts and a potential ACS site. Also, later on Monday, I met with Bob Koppel from Ascension Via Christi. We discussed the hospital's operations and the roles during this pandemic, He gave me kind of a partial tour of the facility. I didn't get to get into ICU or the isolation units, obviously, but gives me a little bit of a visual of what's going on at the hospital during this time. And we also discussed some of the other needs that we have locally throughout. Tuesday, I got a call from, as I was on the road, I got a call from former Congressman Kevin Yoder over in the 3rd District there. It's the Kansas City area on a state-funded COVID-19 testing opportunity for Riley County. We had a subsequent telecall on Wednesday with the lab and some other Riley County officials on how this may fit into our plans. Looks like the logistics and all of that are still yet to be followed, so we'll probably be hearing more about that as we move along. And then lastly, watch that heartbreaker on Saturday in Waco versus Baylor. Don't know what to say other than it's just been 2020. So, and with that, that's about all I've got.
Thank you, John. Commissioner Wells.
Well, I enjoyed a nice Thanksgiving. We talked to the family in Salina. We opted not to get together with people we're not together with every day. And so we had a nice, Mary and my son Don and I had a nice Thanksgiving right here in Manhattan. And we wound up with 2 days of leftovers. So
Wow.
let's buy 2 more days and just great, beautiful weather. And actually took a little time off of my remodel and got right back on it. Got the big old huge island moved in the other day. Got to build top for it now, but one thing after another. Just biding my time and taking care of business.
Yeah. Well, I approximately the same thing. I enjoyed the time off and had family over, and in between the family, took a lot of phone calls from the rest of my distant families that they're all over the nation, and all the way from Arizona to North Carolina, up to Iowa, down to Texas and Alabama. And so really enjoyed the time off and that. Yes, and did watch the Heartbreaker at some friends' house. And so, and you're right, it's 2020, John. That's what it is. And so looking forward to getting the rest of the year done and doing whatever. So, business meeting.
First item is grant agreements for small businesses and nonprofit programs.
Move to approve.
John, you second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye. Sign yours much today.
No, I don't.
Should just be 4 of them.
Oh.
I did watch a couple of football games.
Did you? Did they go your way?
One of them did.
Next item is a bid from Burrell in the amount of $13,656 for the EMS kitchen remodel.
Move to approve the bid from RM Burrell in the amount of $13,656.
I'll
John,
second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Next item is a highway use permit for Blue Stem Electric to work in the right of way.
I'll move that we approve.
We probably ought to let them hook up the firing range, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah.
And I would move to approve the, how use permit granting Blue Stem Electric permission to complete the work as outlined in the permit.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next item is the minutes.
Okay. So, you got the minutes there, John? Page 1. Page 2. Page 3. Page 4. Do I have a motion?
Well, yeah, what about the rest of them?
Page 4 on there.
What's on page 4?
Pardon? Oh, I'm looking at, hold on now. That's the,
You got your number 4 and number 5?
oh, I'm, here, wait a minute.
Well, then it goes on down.
Wait a minute. What
6,
happened?
7, 8, 9.
What happened here? Oh, I got the wrong ones. Hold on. Hold on. I'm supposed to have the 23rds. I didn't get the 23rds put on here. Now I got them. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, page 5. Page 6. Page 7. Page 8. Page 9. Page 10. Page 11.
Move to approve the minutes as written.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Sorry about that. I don't know why that, I thought I had them on there, right? Okay. Well, we got tentative agendas,
Fine to me.
okay?
No issues here.
Okay. So we got press conference.
Topics, I don't have any.
Nothing, John?
Nope.
Press conference? Okay.
Nope.
I guess we got Clancy at 9.
John's not doing that while he's driving, is he?
No, he's just standing still.
Everything down here is either shut down voluntarily or involuntarily, or like I said, it's raining or snowing. So all the options I had kind of came off the table. So I'm just hanging out in the truck. I'll be back on Thursday though.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, drive safe.
Yep. Leaving out in the morning early and I'll get back sometime tomorrow afternoon.
It's just cold here, cold and dry.
Did you guys get the same thing we're getting today? This kind of rainy, slushy, snowy. It's almost too fitting of Kansas, but I'm not in Kansas.
20 degrees this morning at my place.
Yep.
Ooh. Well, it's that time of the year.
Everything go well with you, Greg? Yeah, I did take a bunch of brush to the transfer station Saturday. I took a bunch of brush Friday to the transfer station. Loaded it up, even the neighbor's house.
Yeah, my trees keep sprouting dead limbs. I mean,
Yeah.
no matter how big a windstorm or what we get, there's always limbs coming down.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it gets but now they can just wait till spring. I just collect them all at one time before I mow.
Neighbor's having a hard time at, you know Dave Whitebender, don't you? He's can't see very well now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's had to give up driving. So I think he hurt his back too, so I was in his backyard dragging branches over to my house so I could cut them up and throw them on the truck. That's just too bad. Between his stuff and mine, I had a pretty good load.
Find the way back, hit the wrong button.
What's the temperature where you're at, John?
Right now, it's hovering at 35.
Hmm.
I don't think it's supposed to move much today, so.
Yeah. Well, the ground should be warm enough not to ice up on the road.
Yeah. It's only supposed to rain and snow today. It's supposed to actually, sun's supposed to pop back out tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know what the weather's supposed to be there yet. Anything?
Well, it's just cold
Yeah.
right now.
Okay. Well, I can deal with cold. So it looks like we'll have a safe trip back.
How's your mom doing?
Honestly, not real well. That's a whole different story, though.
Yeah.
We had a good Thanksgiving. There was just 3 of us on Thanksgiving, and we had a Friday afternoon brunch, and there was just 8 of us. So real small, real quiet, real peaceful.
Yeah, we do have that, don't we?
Little music. Supposed to have snow come Thursday, are we?
I didn't look that far ahead.
No,
Snow? Okay.
last night, there's a pretty sure chance of it anyway. Coming in like late Wednesday night, maybe.
Uh-huh.
How much rain did we get last week?
I got it almost an inch and a half.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere else too. I thought they listed that at 8,600, but I think that was, you know, how they split that, maybe at midnight or something. So I think total, we did have a little over an inch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good deal. We've been needing it.
It helped, and then being cool, boy, it's staying around too, so.
Good.
Okay, Clancy.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Morning.
Clancy Holman, Riley County Councilor. One item we've got coming up, I want to tell you, just remind the board about on Thursday, December 10th, will be the Zoom version of our annual legislative conference. Delegation's been invited. I'll pass the word along to KEC if they want to participate as well. It'll be streamed as part of the regular meeting that day, begin at 1, and it's scheduled to end by 2:30. I don't know if it'll take that long. You have just those 2 items on the platform, but certainly part of this conference is to hear from the incoming members of the delegation for next session, what they think about the session, what issues are going to really dominate the time of the legislature. I think both parties are usually glad to hear that and they have input on that. So looking forward to it. Thursday, December 10th, 1 o'clock via Zoom. Continuing to work on projects as assigned by the board and forward to various department heads, including the health department. I'd be glad to answer any questions you have.
I don't have any. John, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I'm just curious, who do we all invite and who's all accepted so far, Clancy?
We invited everyone in the current delegation. We've heard back so far from incoming Representative Dodson, from Representative Carlin, and I think there was a third. I'm struggling with. I expect Tom Hawk will probably be there given the time frame that is set. We had some email communication, so we should have at least 3 of the delegation there. Hopefully, since Zoom will be available, we'll have them all.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you for putting that together too.
Thank you. All right, Commissioners, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
And we've got Bob Isaac at 9:20. Y'all doing well?
Well, we think so.
Okay.
Kind of hard to tell these days.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can't tell if there's a smile or a frown on you anymore.
Oh, people should show up their eyes more.
Yep.
So on Facebook, one of Dave Lewis got this virus
Is that right?
Wednesday.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah, all
it's real serious. He said, hey, you know, I was gonna make it through the night. He said, he has trouble breathing. I mean, so,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, he does meet with the public a lot,
Oh,
so
he's,
it's,
oh, definitely.
and
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's,
But you know, you watch these football games and stuff and you,
Yeah,
all these people, players and all that, I wonder any of them.
yeah, that's right, it's tough.
I don't know. We have to come down once in a while, you know, regroup, you know, other than that, you know, we stay home.
Yep. I can understand that. You get much rain this last
Got 2 inches.
2 inches? Okay.
Yeah. Nice rain.
What'd you get in North County?
I don't know. I don't live in North County, but
Oh, okay, I was thinking that.
I
You
live,
represent North County though,
I
right?
represent North County.
Yeah, okay.
So I got about 1.5 inches. I think Ron got just a little less than I did.
Yep.
So, and generally he gets more than I do.
Yeah,
It's the first time I've beat him.
that's good.
I looked for it just more than anybody, and so I thought about fudging mine up just above his to see what he'd come back with if I could do it.
It was a nice rain.
Yeah, it was. It was.
It looked like for a while we were gonna get it. I came.
It was nice that it came and didn't freeze right away.
Right.
Today is hard, gonna be a little hard on the ground, but
Yeah.
we did have a few days of nice weather.
Look at that beautiful weather.
Right.
Yesterday it wasn't too bad even, but
The wind was the only problem.
it kind of went down in the afternoon a little bit. So. Oh, well, it's that time of year, I think.
Yeah, all the leaves I threw in my neighbor's yard came back.
Oh, yeah.
We have a Thanksgiving tradition of a family activity,
Mhm.
raking leaves before dinner.
Thursday morning, we had, what is it, 8 people, 8 of us. It only took like an hour. They
Mhm.
think it takes like 2 days, but it only took about an hour. But it gets done when you got a bunch of people.
Yep, it does.
Save my name.
Fire truck.
The sirens are equally as loud on Zoom.
Yep.
Must be this room. The other night we was here with the planning board and the siren went through.
Yep.
Same, must be the room here.
Yeah, this is going down this way. A lot of times they come up points and head down 4th Street
Okay.
so they can get the roundabout
Right.
down there and take off to Tuttle Creek. John Ford, that's your commissioner.
I see it, yeah.
Yeah, he went back home again in Kentucky, and so he's en route now.
Okay.
Oh,
We're gonna be en route.
I'll be en route tomorrow. I'm stationary right now. Don't drive and Zoom, everybody.
You're not
Yeah.
driving and zooming?
that'd be a little hard.
Yeah.
You're better than driving and texting.
A lot of paper.
And you're a fraction
Mhm.
of all of it.
When you want it to be fast and you have to wait, it's just a long time, no matter how you do it. If you haven't got time and then you have to get it done and you need more time, it always goes by fast. Or it seems like it.
You know, it's like the old saying that a watch pot never boils.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
1858, they found voter fraud in Riley County.
That's all, yeah.
It may come rain may hit us.
Hmm.
Rain may hit us in 2 or 3 days. Right back.
That's the word on design. Well, where they want to put it.
I'm gonna do like a little ball ball thing.
Well, maybe. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It has something about the other side.
Ron, you still do construction work?
What's that?
Contract work? You still do construction work or any of that kind of stuff?
Oh, yeah, little.
Okay. I remember years ago, you used to work for Arlo Lignitz.
Yep.
You know, build all those houses and stuff.
Yeah, worked old Armory Robert.
Right. Oh, yeah. I still have to deal with them. I farm for Robert and Tree. I still see them a lot.
Every once in a while, he's out on that side of town, he'll stop in and visit about the good old days, but,
Yeah.
then after I started building, well, then he and Frank both worked for me a little bit off and on, just
Right.
help back and forth. And then, I think he had me build his front door of his new house. And, I'm building myself some stuff right now, but, I get a call every once in a while to do some little fancy thing, kind of keeps me active and
Right.
out of trouble, well, for the most part.
I remember one day you were working on Dr. Jones's house up there.
Yeah.
And you were designing a door, you was making little pieces and making a front door or something.
Yeah.
And there was some kind of ceiling, some fancy deal. I said something, Arlo, what do people need something like that for? He says, what do you know about this? You're nothing but a home farmer. It's true, Arlo. I said,
Yeah, it's a pretty tricky place up there.
that was, yeah.
I made when I built the stairs and those big newel posts, and they had a little walnut square on all 4 sides, just on a lark, the very first one at the bottom, push on that walnut square and a drawer opens on the back side. Yeah.
I remember that.
I do too.
Well, what it's for, I mean, put your house key in it, I guess. But, yeah, I tell you, those were fun guys to work with. They were, and Arlo too. Had a lot of good time and learned a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Never did get quite as ornery as them boys, but
They're pretty ornery.
I come back from work one day from lunch, we poured a patio, and there's some overshoes, and, you know, Robert has filled them clear up and troweled them off on top, and they're full of concrete. And,
Oh, okay.
close there, Morgan.
Yeah, it is. Bob?
That last minute usually takes 2 or 3 minutes to.
Good morning,
Good
John.
morning.
Good morning.
Morning, John. Okay. Okay, Larry and Diane Hubler have made application with Riley County Planning and Development requesting to replat Lot 1 of Rosener subdivision in order to vacate a portion of that lot and return it back to agricultural use. The applicant wishes to rezone the vacated portion from SF5 single-family residential to AG agricultural district. The remainder of the original lot will stay zoned SF5 single-family residential. The 5.1 acre platted lot is generally located approximately 4,875 feet west of Tabor Valley Road on the south side of Call Road. And you can see Zendale off to your lower portion here, Zendale here, and here's where the site is. The lot is part of a 2-lot residential subdivision that was platted in June of 2006 as Rosener subdivision and was rezoned from agricultural or from AG agricultural district to SF5 single-family residential at that time. This is how extraneous farmsteads situations were handled prior to the advent of the residential use designator option created in 2012. Created a bit of a spot zoning issue. That's how you see it now. As mentioned, the subject site is now zoned SF5 single-family residential. There are no variances, conditional uses, or special uses associated with the site. The area of the lot outlined in yellow is that portion to be vacated by this replat. It is also the area that was recommended to be rezoned back to ag to match the surrounding property, as the vacated tract will be combined with the neighboring parent tract and returned to agricultural use. Portions of the existing lot, primarily the east and south ends, are located within the 1% annual chance floodplain shown here in the red hash pattern. The blue hatch indicates the 0.2 annual chance floodplain, which is not regulated at this time. As mentioned, the majority of the lot, which is located within the 1% annual chance flood, is to be vacated and returned to agricultural use. Riley County Fire District Number 1 will continue to serve the site. The nearest county fire station is the Zendale Fire Station, which is Station 1, located at 955 Tabor Valley Road. The subject site is located within 5 road miles of the fire station. And this is the final plat illustrating the orientation and location of the lot's boundaries. The plat has been reviewed by the county engineer and county environmental health specialist and was found to be acceptable. This also shows the portion of the original lot, along with a certain utility easements to be vacated via this plat. The signed utility releases have been submitted by the utility companies and these may be in the area. The utility companies affirm that there are no existing utilities using the easements proposed to be vacated and thus expressed no objections to this vacation. Plat has also incorporated the floodplain information showing the majority of the lot located within the 1% annual chance floodplain is proposed to be vacated and returned to agricultural use as mentioned. And due to the existing structures on the property, the applicant is requesting that the required agricultural buffer shown on the plat be reduced from the required 200 feet to 50 feet along the new east and south boundary lines of the lot. A few pics of the site. This is the east property line of the existing lot. The power poles to the left of the PIC are located in a utility easement that will remain in place. This area of the ground is in agricultural production and is slated to be vacated as part of this replat if approved. The area is located within the 1% annual chance floodplain. In the distance, you can see that the house portion of the lot is at a higher elevation than the surrounding crop ground. Another shot of that, you can kind of see it here, along here. That is the elevation difference here. And another, this is the existing single-family residence that occupies the site and the driveway that serves it. Closer look at the home, if you will. And this pic was taken from approximately the southeast corner of the lot, looking west at the cropped area south of the tree line, which is proposed to be vacated with the replat. As you can see, the areas that are being proposed or proposed for vacation are already in agricultural production, and that it will be returned to agricultural zoning to match the use of the property. And this is another perspective of the east portion of the lot, standing in the southeast corner of the lot looking north. Another shot of that. You can tell this is the area to be vacated here. And again, it's already in agricultural use. On November 9th, the Riley County Planning Board forwarded a recommendation to the Board of County Commissioners to approve the request to rezone the subject property from SF5 single family residential to AG agricultural district for reasons listed in the staff report. The board also approved the replat of Lot 1 of Rosener subdivision to be known as Rosener Subdivision Unit 2. Including the request to reduce the required agricultural buffer from 200 feet to 50 feet, as it was determined that all requirements of the Riley County subdivision regulations, zoning regulations, and sanitary code were met. Staff recommends that the Board of County Commissioners approve the request to rezone the subject property from SF5 single-family residential to AG agricultural district for reasons listed in your staff reports. Staff also recommends that the board acknowledge the approved final plat of Rosener Subdivision Unit 2, accepting any easements, rights of way, licenses as shown to be dedicated on the final plat. That's all I have. If you have any questions about this one.
John, do you have any questions?
Well, at this time, I would move to sign resolution 113020 approving the request to rezone a portion of Lot 1 Rosener subdivision to be vacated by replat from SF5 single family residential to AG agricultural district.
Okay, John, you're muted,
second.
but, okay.
Yeah,
you're
I'll
unmuted.
second.
Okay, you'll second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob, do I need to sign that and the Mylar when I come back or no?
Yes, you do. You're part of the meeting.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll get with. Okay, I'll get with you Thursday when I get back.
Okay, sounds great. Thanks.
Guess you gotta sign the plat too.
We do. Work.
When John gets back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You
Yes.
too.
Turn the thermostat up a little. Nice to see you again.
Good seeing you.
Okay,
Good luck, guys.
time.
Okay.
Good morning,
Good
Commissioners.
morning.
Good morning.
Shiloh Hager, Riley County Treasurer. And I'm just coming to remind the public, so I want to get ahead of it this year because of COVID and everything. I'm requesting some changes from the public regarding paying their taxes this year. So the 2020 first half tax statements were mailed out the second week of November. And the first half is going to be due on Monday, December 21st, because the 20th falls on a Sunday. Those tax payments need to be postmarked by midnight on the 21st. Due to COVID and everything, I'm really asking the public's cooperation this year that if you do not have to come to the office to pay your taxes, we are requesting that you don't. We've got several options available to the public where they don't have to come into the office to do their tax payment. They can, if they're paying by check, I'm requesting that they either mail it to our office or they use our drop box that's located on the front of the building. It's a brand new drop box. It's got plenty of room. We're going to check it multiple times during the day. And so we are not going to have the drop box located in the lobby this year because they can use that drop box and it's fewer people coming in and out of the office. If you also have the opportunity to pay by e-check or by credit card, an e-check, there's a $2 processing fee and it's available on our website at rileycountyks.gov. We process those payments the following morning and it's safe, it's secure. So if you're paying by an e-check or by a credit card, you can do so online. If you have to and you want to pay by cash, you can come into the office to do that. I'm just recommending that you use our queuing system, which you would text RCT to the phone number 785-914-5164. And for tax payments, you would put yourself in our non-motor vehicle line, which is option 5. Or you can check in with the receptionist at the front desk and she will get you checked into our queuing system. We're just really trying hard this year with the cold and flu season starting and, the ability to social distance, trying to just limit the number of people that come into the office. Just a reminder, if personal property taxes are not paid, personal property, intangible, watercraft, or heavy trucks are not paid by that December 21st deadline, then they become due in full with interest accruing daily. No motor vehicle transactions may be processed if any of these tax types are delinquent. The interest rate for taxes this year is 9% per year, or 15% if the total outstanding for that taxpayer is more than $10,000. And for personal property, the delinquent interest rate is 4% or 15% if it's more than $10,000. As always, we offer an escrow program to assist any customers that may need some help getting their taxes paid. We accept partial payments. And if there's any questions that anybody has about any of their tax statements or for payment options, please feel free to call our office at 785-537-6321. Yes.
My tax statements, got all the property and then my little car trailer. What month would I have gotten my tax statement from all antique cars?
Those were actually just mailed out on Friday,
Oh,
so
okay.
you should be getting those.
Okay.
No, yeah,
It's
antique,
coming then.
yes,
Okay.
we use the same company to mail out the antique bills as we do the tax statements, and we needed to wait for them to get the tax statement sent out first, and then antique billings just went out on Friday, so you should be getting it sometime this week.
And I don't remember if I turned in and I sold one, so if I get it and have both of them in there, would I just send a note back in or?
That you sold the one,
Yeah. Mhm.
Yep, that should be
Well, thanks,
fine.
Charlotte.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
John, you have anything?
Actually, I do. That's okay. Hi, Shiloh.
Sorry, John.
I'm curious if there's been any talk about maybe eliminating some of those processing fees and those other kind of hidden fees for, checks and credit cards and everything else, at least while we're in the midst of this pandemic. Has there been any talk or discussion on that?
There has not. The county would have to make that decision if they would like to take on those processing fees. It's just like any other business. If you're charging by a credit card, usually there's like a 3% fee that the vendor has to pay.
Right.
If the county decided that they would want to take that on, that would have to be budgeted somewhere, and the only way to raise the money to pay for those fees would be through ad valorem taxes, and it's not really fair to, make the rest of the public pay for those fees if they're not paying by a credit card.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword there. I got you.
It really is. It really is. That's why I highly recommend that they use an e-check option, because it's $2 to do that.
Thank you, Shiloh.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sean.
Uh-huh.
Gary?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Gary Rashavitz, Assistant Public Works Director. I've got a couple public notices for you this morning. The first one is up on Peach Grove Road, where we'll be doing a box culvert replacement, scheduled to start this week. I think they're up there today installing the traffic control. Project's located 1.25 miles north of Winkler Mills Road. Peach Grove Road will be closed to traffic from Hilltop Road to Winkler Mills Road, and we expect the project to be completed by February. The second one is a structure replacement on Homestead Road, which is scheduled to start Monday, December 7th, a week from today. The project's located about 1/4 mile east of Crooked Creek Road, and Homestead Road will be closed to through traffic from Crooked Creek Road to Falcon Road, which is also Highway 24. And weather permitting, we'll have that one open at the end of the week, which would be Friday, December 10th. Questions, comments?
I don't.
Good from you, Gary.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, 9:45, we have Cheryl or the designated.
Public hearing.
Yes. That's right, it's supposed to be public hearing, yeah.
Good morning.
There's Cheryl.
Good morning.
Oh, yes, good morning. Huh? Yep. Yep. No problem. Well, you hurried up and come here so you could wait.
Yeah, that's life, isn't it? See, there's a lot of that these days. Waiting for something to happen.
And not knowing what it's gonna be.
Yeah, exactly. And what you think's gonna happen probably isn't going to be it.
Saw a really cute mask advertised this morning on Facebook. I don't know what company it is. It has an email address. It's red and it has Santa Claus's mustache, lips, and beard. If they have one local, I just buy the thing for Christmas. I just don't trust buying on that thing.
It's time.
Great.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And thank you for holding this hearing to consider the extension of the Native Stone Scenic Byway through Riley County.
Do we have to open a hearing?
Public hearing.
Okay, we'll open the public hearing. Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly how this routine works. I'm pleased to have with me today Karen Hibbert from Visit Manhattan and a member of the Native Stone Scenic Byway Advisory Committee. And on Zoom, Mary Mertz, Riley County and member of Native Stone Scenic Byway Committee. In 2015, the Riley County Commission passed a resolution extending the Native Stone Scenic Byway through Riley County. The resolution called for a hearing after 2 years in 2017. No hearing was held, thus this hearing today. The original resolution extending the Native Stone Scenic Byway through Riley County contained 3 conditions. The first condition I mentioned, that a hearing would be held to consider continuing the byway designation to Riley County. The second condition was that the byway consider substituting McDowell Creek Road for K-177 as part of the byway. The committee, was asked to present evidence at the hearing regarding their efforts in that regard and the advantages and disadvantages of such a substitution. I'm here to report that the committee carefully considered using McDowell Creek Road route as the main route instead of the K-177 route. The advantage of using the K-177 route is that it keeps the new native stone scenic byway interpretive panels funded by the state of Kansas and located in the scenic overlook on K-177 on the main byway route. K-177 also has more business present and gives greater opportunity for using the byway to promote Riley County businesses to tourists. The committee noted that the McDowell Creek Road route was very beautiful and scenic. After careful consideration, the committee decided that they would prefer to continue with the main byway route on K-177, but they would be glad to promote the McDowell Creek Road route as an alternative. The third condition of the resolution was that that representatives from Riley County be added to the Native Stone Scenic Byway Committee prior to work beginning on the revised corridor management plan. That has been done. Present on Zoom is Mary Mertz, one of the Riley Countyans on the Byway Committee, and I think Mary's unmuted and can say a few words about the committee.
Thank you, Cheryl, and good morning, everyone. I have been serving on the Native Stone Scenic Byway for about 4 years now, and we do have members in Riley County that have been added to the committee. We have Chris Wilson of Lazy T Ranch, and also Tamara Garabai, who lives on the extension part on 177 out by the Scenic Outlook. Our committee prior to COVID met monthly, second Wednesday of each month. And we always were looking at activities to do to promote the byway, promote tourism, and a couple of the activities that have been very, very well participated in and successful for us have been the building of and the rebuilding and renovating of the stone walls that you see all along the byway. And we do hold a fundraiser called the Celebration of the Flint Hills that raises money so that we can pay the stonemason, he's a dry stonemason, to lead these workshops twice a year. Now, we have had to cancel our workshops and all the activities that we had planned for 2020 at this point. So, but it's really been a pleasure to work on this committee. I think we've been giving it a lot of publicity, and there's been a lot more traffic and visits to businesses along the route.
And of course, in April of this year, we received a national award for that stone wall rebuilding program. So we were pretty pleased about that. So I really appreciate getting the opportunity to work with Mary and the other members of the committee. They've just been terrific, terrific promoters of a beautiful byway. We believe that the extension of the Native Stone Scenic Byway through Riley County provides the county with many benefits. Karen Hibbard from Visit Manhattan will talk a little bit about that.
Good morning,
Good
Commissioners.
morning.
Scenic Byway certainly does present that opportunity for people to wander, and to stay. We think that the Scenic Byway, the Native Stone Scenic Byway, is such an enhancement to the entire Flint Hills region, but certainly to Riley County. It enhances that ability for people to absorb as they travel along the way, but then also to come into our community to shop, to dine, and to experience what we have. To be able to go to the Flint Hills Discovery Center that does such a great job of telling the story and the significance of the Flint Hills, of the limestone that comes from that, and then encourages you to go and see. Certainly, I also wanted to draw your attention, if you've not had the opportunity to see the byways of Kansas that the state puts out, and the Native Stone Scenic Byway is certainly highlighted in here with all of the activities, not all of the activities, but many of the activities that one can do when they go. We see in this time, certainly with COVID, as people feel safe to travel within their own vehicle, that these trips, this opportunity to get people off and onto a byway is so vitally important. not only to Manhattan, to Riley County, but to our state of Kansas as well.
Thank you.
There is no financial cost to Riley County in extending the Native Stone Scenic Byway through Riley County. To my knowledge, thus far, there's been no adverse consequence to being part of the byway. Riley County has the ability to rescind the byway designation at any time. So we think that it's a benefit to Riley County to be a part of the Native Stone Scenic Byway. And we'd be glad to answer questions, any of us, if you have any.
John, anything?
No, I'm good. I think this is a wonderful thing and we need to continue with it. I just, we had to have this public hearing to make it official. So, I'm good.
Ron, do you have any comments?
No, when we initially, when this came up initially, our thoughts were on the McDowell Creek Road it was new to us and could have been a possible impact of businesses and things along 177. We, it's the fear of government, taking control and things. That didn't happen or anything. And so I think it's been real well done. It's been well received. And McDowell Creek Road, if people are taking this route and find that they can also take that road also when they leave the Discovery Center. So just give people some options. So I have no problem with it. So.
I think it's a wonderful thing. I've always enjoyed looking at the stone and how it's used and stuff. So I really think you guys have done a great job.
Close public hearing, we can do it.
And
I think it's good for public.
yeah. So okay, and so we close the public hearing, and
well, I would make a motion to approve the resolution designating the extension of the Native Stone Scenic Byway through Raleigh County be approved.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
We're official, thanks.
You're
very
official.
much.
You can sign it when you get back, John.
Sounds good.
All right. John, any more comments? Anything you want?
I have absolutely nothing. Unless you guys do, I'm going to go ahead and make a motion that we adjourn.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye. I'll see you guys when I get back on Thursday.
Safe trip, John.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
You still